Welcome to Mystic Musings with Toby Hewitt. I'm Toby Hewitt, and I'm your guide through time and space and all points in between. Mystic Musings will give you insight into who you are, why you are here, how to live an authentic life, and where you fit into the universe around you. Join me on this path of mystical exploration. Welcome to episode 74 of Mystic Musings with Toby Hewitt. This week, we will consider Pathwork as we continue our mystic journey. It all started this time when I went to a poetry reading. The poet, Annette Daniels Taylor, a lively woman with infectious enthusiasm, recommended a book that had changed her life. Write It Down, Make It Happen by Henriette Ann Clouser. As quickly as possible, I bought and downloaded the book and inhaled it like chocolate mousse cake served on a paper lace doily. Her methods and the stories of the successes of those who had used it to create the lives of their dreams inspired and challenged me beyond measure. This is part of what has changed in my life, this guide of how to create my life as I have always seen it, but failed to manifest. But between the book and the previous manifestation of my lifelong dream of living by a river, I have been working hard at weeding out that which I no longer wish to pursue and planting instead the seedlings for the life I will make happen by writing it down and focusing on ways to create it. For a while, I had become aware that I no longer enjoyed giving readings to others, some of whom, more recently, had become demanding and at times confrontational in ways that made me think I was not so much serving spirit as stroking the egos of others. The psychic fairs had become more and more arduous and no longer felt a necessary aspect of doing my work for spirit. I have not yet summoned the need to change the tag at the end of the episodes to remove the offer of readings, and I do recognize that there are those clients for whom I will always be here, and for new ones whose needs to speak with departed loved ones are in line with the sort of readings I prefer, and not those who want some sort of prediction of love or career, a prediction that is as good as their desire to work toward those wants, and, indeed, a prediction that is as good for as long as they sit at my table. The minute they get up, the future changes based on whether they choose to pursue what was given or turn away from it. Free will, being what it is, was another factor in limiting my readings. So where does that lead me in my path of serving spirit, which of course includes you, my listeners, and those who read my books and other writings? Well, Spirit made it quite clear that it was time to focus on the writing and also on pathways to mindfulness presentations, one of which in November helped me to solve the final conundrum of how to energetically connect an audience of more than 10 people so as to bring us to the discussion about mindfulness in community. It was so simple, and yet I had missed it completely. Rather than have the participants connect to each other, I can lead a meditation that will do the same thing and can be accomplished with much larger groups. The feedback I had gotten from this group was that they would have appreciated more meditations during the presentation, so that is now the path I will take. And what about these episodes? I had wondered if I should continue or not, and then it became obvious that you might gain some useful guidance on how to create the life of your dreams if I share with you my progress in pursuing my pathwork. This does include mystic musings as I interact with the universe to bring to this plane that which has always been my vision, along with new ideas that present themselves. I hope you will enjoy this pathwork, and I hope will look into Henriette Ann Clouser's book. Its existence is the gift from Spirit through the poet for this next phase of my life. So far, I have spent time creating the list of things I wish to manifest, and already I am seeing changes in how I approach and think about each day. As I look out the window at the river and the geese flying over it, I know that we can each create the life we want. It takes vision and it takes action, but the universe conspires to help us on our chosen path. I hope you continue to listen and learn as we continue this mystic journey. Please join me next week for episode 75 of Mystic Musings with Toby Hewitt, when Spirit will surprise us with new ideas as we continue our mystic journey. Thanks for listening to this episode of Mystic Musings. Please join me every week to continue our exploration of all things mystical that can help you have a more practical and magical life. Please visit my website, tobiehewitt.com, for more information and to read my blog postings. And join me also at pathwaystomindfulness.org to learn how you can schedule a presentation. I am available for mindfulness training, demonstrations of psychic abilities, and individual readings. I also have a number of books on mystical topics on Amazon.com. I look forward to hearing from you and answering your questions. Please contact me through tobiehewitt.com.